Alrighty, so we're live on stream. We're messing around with the new final boss. We'll keep it short and simple because I have no idea what exactly is going to make it into this video. But the idea with this final boss, it seems like this is the team to use. Literally all top 100 teams are this team, and it was on JP as well. So it's Shaltir, Rom, Echidna, or I think some people are using Freyr in place of Echidna, which is kind of interesting. And then Nanashi in the back, of course, for the stats and stuff. So from what I have seen of the very small one Nagato video that I watched before this came out, you basically want to have everybody on HP defense. I have Shaltir on an attack crit damage set, but that's what I built for, so I'm not really that worried about it. I'm not going to go for like a super, super high score in general anyways, but from my understanding, you want to go HP food and then just try to complete as many challenges as you can. He stances in the second phase. We're also going to be using these oaths, so we want to be able to use food. We're not using Escanor. We're going to try to clear within 9 turns, and we're going to try not to use ultimates unless we just think we're going to have to abandon ship and just try to beat it for, like, you know, the exchange shot points or whatever. But overall, I've heard that this one can be pretty tough, so we'll see how it goes. After watching the Nagato video that I did earlier, it looked like he was having a lot of trouble getting a decent points run team off. I think the farming of it won't be as bad, but infects are really good for points. Stance cancels in phase 2 are also really good for points, and it'll finish your challenge if you can get 2 of them off. So that's actually really nice. I'm not 100% sure if you can just stack the stance cancels or not. Is my nose bleeding? My nose is bleeding. That's pretty cool. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Hope you're having a good day. Did not see the summons, assuming you did already. Yeah, we had to go all the way to the pity, unfortunately, but day is going pretty good. We're chilling. Started Baldur's Gate yesterday, or I think it was the day before yesterday. I've been playing the crap out of Baldur's Gate. That was one of those games where everybody was like talking about it, and they were like, "Oh my god, Baldur's Gate is so good," and I was like, "Is it really that good?" But it's pretty good. Like it is pretty good. Keyboard is driving you crazy? What's wrong with your keyboard? All good, Cal. Baldur's Gate 3 Game of the Year. I am really enjoying it. I wasn't really sure if I was going to like it that much, but it is pretty awesome. Gilda will also want your blood if she ever gets added. No kidding. It's going to be second nosebleed stream incoming, probably. Ooh, I guess because he attacks twice, I kind of have to use the Shaltir. Or wait, that's an attack, so it should... Okay, so we pop it. Let's go over this, and I guess we push because I'm gonna die if I don't. So boom. Nice, pretty good. I hope that this is still gonna be enough damage to kill, hopefully. Ba-boom, boom. Okay, still really good. 555 is solid. Like that. If you like Baldur's Gate 3, you have to play Divinity Original Sin, maybe the same guys. I've heard Divinity is really good. I've always heard people talk about that game. Never played it, but yeah, I'd be interested to try it. I've always heard good things. Let's go for... I really want to get rid of this out of my hand. Maybe we just hit him with this, and we'll try to pull a different one, because I really need to rupture him again, and then I also need to pull an extra stance cancel. Try resistance food, maybe, to keep Shaltir alive, or regeneration rate. Yeah, that could actually be a decent idea. Ooh, okay, we got a lot of cards from Echidna here in the hand. They do attack Shaltir pretty much every time, so that's a little annoying. The fact that he removes the buffs is what's, I think, the worst about this, so... let's go ahead and Rupture. We're unfortunately going to get Echidna's ultimate in our hand here, which is not great. Luckily, it should be the first card we pull, so we shouldn't end up merging this into a level 3, though, which is good. Forgot the trick for Final Boss Ludo when it first launched. Is it the same as before? Any chance for a free-to-play team? Unfortunately, it seems like you kind of have to have Shaltir if you want to get really high points. So, I mean, you could still probably beat it with a free-to-play team, but points-wise, you're probably not going to be able to stack up to the Shaltir team, which is very unfortunate, but that just tends to be how this game works most of the time. But I can't really remember how the fight was back then, so I honestly don't 100% remember if this is the same as it was. But overall, I would say that the fight is still pretty straightforward, I think, for the most part. Maybe that's why people run HP gear for her. I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons, yeah. Which I'd be interested to see if the HP gear makes it to where you don't one-shot in phase 1. I'm assuming you still would, but I don't know. Okay, there's the ultimate. I don't have an exploit card with Shout here, unfortunately. I probably need to merge this, and I think we go for this. I use Green Ludo Link, I think. Last time, I think. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm not 100% on that. Alright, so this might end up being where the bleed does too much again. We do have exploit, though. Okay, it didn't do that much. I think this is our best chance, because this hopefully doesn't kill, and then the exploit goes crazy. Because we have Berserk and everything. What are we looking like? Are we being chilling? Okay, that actually didn't do as much as I was thinking it was going to do. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? 7K! Hey, that's actually really solid. Okay. I'll take that all day. That should put me... I mean, I know that it's still day 1, of course, so that's probably going to put me in top 100. Who knows if I'll keep that? Probably not. People grind Final Boss pretty hectic. But what am I at? 13th. 13th, baby. So, 0 VIP, you're moving down. Alright, I'll take that. Honestly, pretty impressive. Dude, this guy's already at 8K. God almighty. Yeah, I'm probably not going to worry about any more than this. So I guess as far as like score goes, you know, I guess that's kind of what you're needing to do. You basically just need to make sure that you get both stance cancels off while killing within 9 turns, basically, and then you're pretty much good to go. Alrighty, so for the farm team, unfortunately, it seems like LR Escanor is your best bet. I know that some of you guys might not have LR Escanor because LRs are a little bit grindy and excessive, but I did try to use Ultimate Escanor. It didn't work out quite as well, and obviously this is kind of like a try-hard, like, crazy mode team. Kizuna is not the greatest unit to have because she's red. You take a lot of extra damage with red units, so I do have the Tarmia link on her just in case. But if he gets like a lucky merge or whatever, literally turn 1 and goes for like a gold card, she's more than likely going to die. I don't think it'll matter too much, but he also has a lot of like buff removal as well. So I think you could probably just get away with using a character that is not Kizuna on here. Make sure that it's human, of course, so that way your Escanor can still do some decent stuff. But yeah, for the most part, probably not going to be your best bet. I think actually I'm just going to try to waste some of these cards so that way I can try to get more Escanor cards in hand, because the idea is you want to try to ult rush turn 2 or phase 2 so that way you can just burst him down before he puts up his counter stance, because the counter will just absolutely destroy you. So want to make sure to avoid that if all possible. So this is legit like perfect hand. Could not have asked for a better hand. Yeah, you can see I don't... Yeah, that's another level 2, I think. So Kizuna's dead. Actually, is that a level 3? I'm not 100% positive on that. But either way, Kizuna's gone. Unfortunate, but that do be happening sometimes. So unfortunately, the orbs can't be killed in turn 1, and they do give her a lot of damage reduction. So the idea here is that now that it's turn 2, they don't have the gray damage reduction stacks on, so we're just going to kill those with an AoE, and then we're going to kill off the Margaret here, push into phase 2, that should give us our ultimate and everything. I'm not 100% positive if we're just going to be able to just instantly burst him down with the ultimate. I assume we will, but we'll see. So boom, 1 mil there, not bad at all. This obviously is not going to give you a lot of points or anything super crazy like that, so you're not necessarily using this just for points, which I guess if you have this team and you're having trouble beating it with the points team, maybe, you might be able to use this as a means to try to just clear challenge in general. Because, I mean, if you can beat it on the highest difficulty, you should hopefully get at least some decent score. But for the most part, this is basically just going to be for like trying to fast clear and everything. It looks like we did actually lose some ultimate move gauge there at the beginning of the fight as well, like at the beginning of the phase. So maybe don't throw away all of your Escanor cards in Phase 1 if you don't have to, but obviously, you know, depending on the card draw and everything, you could get a little bit screwed by RNG there. But now that we have our ultimate, we should be in a pretty decent spot. So we don't even have to worry about taking down the side units or anything. In the run that I did prior to this one, he had already put up his stance. So I think we should still be pretty good. So we're just going to ult. We're going to go for the 2 cards with Roxy just in case, which that didn't actually one-shot. But because it crit, Roxy actually does pop passive there. And then this kills. Okay, so pretty sweet overall. Obviously, if you don't have the team set up and everything like that, you might be able to come up with something different. Not 100% sure, but if you do end up having any ideas or more free-to-play friendly teams, feel free to leave those down in the comments below because I'm sure somebody will find it useful. But that is pretty much it. Obviously, a little excessive. These final bosses do get a little hectic as far as like needing very specific units to either get really high scores or whatever the case may be. So, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you want to be part of the live stream next time and be in the chat and everything when we do some of this kind of stuff, feel free to subscribe. And yeah, that is pretty much it for me. So, have a good one.